Hey, what's up my swaggers? Gamer Guy 7 Aces here. In this special video, I want to talk about my top reasons why I think Sonic Generations is the best modern Sonic game. Now, when I say modern Sonic games, I'm talking about from 2006 onwards. I'm not comparing this with the adventure games, because the adventure games have a special place in people's hearts. But I'm talking about why Sonic Generations is the best modern Sonic game. You know, a lot of people don't like to give that credit to Sonic Generations. They say the game is overrated and this and that, or Unleash is the masterpiece and all that. And with Forces coming out, this has just further validated my stance on Sonic Generations. So let's get started with my top 5 reasons. Alright, so number 5, competitive speedruns. Sonic Generations has to be the most competitive modern Sonic game in the franchise. I mean, I had no idea people do competitive speedruns in conventions until I saw Frokanoke doing competitive speedruns. Like, we're talking about MLG mode, you know, professional gaming competitive speedruns that I'd never be good at. And I remember when I used to play the game a lot. I mean, I still play Generations, but when I used to play it a lot when it was new, I used to do competitive speedruns with my friends, Husky Z, and beat their times and stuff. It's the only Sonic game that really allows that, and because of the skill and the amount of platforming, it's just not a boost to win game a lot like Sonic Unleashed, although that was fun. But Generations is more than that. So the competitive speedruns, it actually takes a lot of skill, nor is it just linear boost to win like Sonic Forces, where it's just completely broken by the air boost, where you can just skip many sections of the level, which I think is just poor gameplay mechanics. So Generations actually takes a lot of skill. You gotta time your boost right, you gotta jump right, you know, your air boost isn't broken, and there's a lot of platforming. So that's why that's one of the reasons why it's great, because it's actually very competitive. There are actually videos of people competing with Sonic Generations, and I've never seen that with any Sonic game in the modern era. So yeah, my fourth reason is that the missions are very fun and they give variety. Now, people like to down talk the missions. There are 90 missions in this game, and more than 45 of them I really love. I especially love the missions with Sonic's friends, and of course the not just the doppelganger races, but the ones with Sonic alone, where he has to like destroy boxes while descending down, or homing attack on balloons, or you know, ride on a skateboard and stuff. Those are just amazing. I love doing those. You know, the missions are fun, they give variety, and honestly some of the missions feel like their own levels because they have like a different setting. Or like in Planet Wisp, you know, it's like dusk setting, and so the sky is purple and you have to test your skills. Like the missions are damn fun. I don't understand what people try to bad talk them, but I would rather play the missions any day than do the Werehog or do any of those hub world missions and all that crap, talking to human beings that I don't give a damn about. So I love the missions in Sonic Generations. Of course, not all of them are great. I hate the one with Vector where you have to homing attack on the notes, and I hate all the missions with Amy Rose. Those are boring, especially with the hammer and the spinner top. That's lame. But here's the thing, there's 90 missions. That's like 90 levels. You don't have to play all of them, you know? And I remember at first when Generations was coming out, I was nervous because when I heard that you have to complete at least 3 missions to progress to the next era, I was like, crap, they're forcing gimmicks on you, or they're forcing other styles of gameplay on you. But that's totally not true. You can just do the doppelganger races and you can just continue with the game. So I really love the missions. My third reason is, of course, the level design. The level design has been the most, or the highest praised in Sonic Generations, and it's true. I didn't even realize that until Forces came out, that wow, the level design in Generations is really damn good. Especially Seaside Hill. Seaside Hill is from Sonic Heroes. That level is the pinnacle of level design in Sonic Generations. I don't know why Sonic Team decided to make that level the best, but it's just the best. I mean, with the exception of Green Hill Zone, all the levels have great level design, but I would still rather play Green Hill Zone than Sunset Heights in Sonic Forces. Green Hill Zone is still very fun to do. It's still very fun to play. So I'm not going to go too much about the level design in the game, but you guys already know how great the level design is in Sonic Generations. You know, it's not just boost to win. You have to platform. If you're playing the game for the first time, you think you can boost like a maniac, you will fall to your death or run into speed bumps a lot. So yeah, and one of the great things about Seaside Hill is there's not that many 2D sections. There's only 2 2D sections, and you can skip the first one real fast. Multiple pathways, and it's just very fun. The replay value is so high with these levels. You know, my favorites besides Seaside Hill, I love Rooftop Run, just because it's from Sonic Unleashed, and that was my favorite level there. True, the one from Sonic Unleashed is slightly better because it's longer, but I still love Rooftop Run. You know, even Planet Wisp, even though that, you know, I do know Premi the Remy, that's his favorite level. You know, Premi the Remy is always ass backwards. No offense, Premi. But I do love the environment section, you know, the grassy section of Planet Wisp a lot, because that is easily even better than the Planet Wisp levels in Sonic Colors. But once he gets into the machine, it's all right. But you know, but the level design still overall is very, very good in Sonic Generations. That is the main high point. Matter of fact, if the level design was crap in Generations, the whole game would fall on its face. When you're making these boosting games, you have to have great level design. Like, it's a must. And I'll get to that later in the future What If video. Alright, number 2 is Sonic Generations has the best controls for modern Sonic, and it runs beautifully. You know, it doesn't lag like Sonic Unleashed. Granted, Sonic Unleashed had top-notch graphics, so the Hedgehog engine had to be modified a bit for Sonic Generations so everything could run smoothly, especially on the PC with 60 frames per second. But modern Sonic just has the best controls. You know, of course he feels a little stiff at times, but it's better than to feel slippery like in Unleashed, or floaty like in Sonic Forces, where it's just unresponsive sometimes with the homing attack. But he's very tight controls in Sonic Generations, so you can homing attack. Like, you know, when it comes to the boosting games, Sonic will never be as fluid as he was in Sonic Adventure, but making Sonic tight controlled means that you won't be boosting off slopes, falling to your death, boosting all over the screen. So that's what Sega did, and as far as the boosting games go, that is his best controlled. You know, sure, I would love a Sonic game where he is as fluid as Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. So this may not be a great reason, but it's great for the modern Sonic games. Modern Sonic controls well, and he runs beautifully. And number 1 on why I think Sonic Generations is awesome. Yeah, you think it would be the level design? That should be number 1 though when I think about it. But let's talk about it. It has the best alternative gameplay. You know, the whole punchline with these modern Sonic games is always the alternate gameplay. Sonic Unleashed had the Werehog. Sonic Colors, the Wisp, but it was mostly implemented into the main gameplay. You know, Sonic Forces has the Avatar and Classic Sonic. Sonic Generations has Classic Sonic. I mean, you can even argue the adventure games had that. You know, had the mech shooting levels, the treasure hunting levels, big fishing, all that stuff. But Sonic Generations, I would much rather play Classic Sonic in Generations than the Werehog. Now, the Classic Sonic's gameplay in Generations is far superior than Classic Sonic in Sonic Forces. That was just atrocious. And you can watch my review on Sonic Forces when I talk about Classic Sonic's gameplay, but let's just say that is the worst Classic Sonic gameplay I've ever played. Even Sonic 4 is better. His physics is broken. It's just, the level design is atrocious. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't even expecting Sonic Team to do as good as Sonic Mania. Obviously, that was a different caliber of its own. I just wanted Classic Sonic to be as fun as Classic Sonic in Generations, since he was in the game. But they couldn't even do that. Classic Sonic in Generations, what saves the gameplay is the level design. Because let's be honest, Classic Sonic's physics aren't exactly like, you know, Sonic Mania's classic days. You know, his spin dash is a bit broken, but that's great. You know, at least it has momentum in it, unlike Sonic Forces. And, you know, his jump is a big gimp. That's one thing I didn't like, his jump. But they had a lot of level designs to complement that. Like, you bounce on enemies to reach higher places. That actually takes more skill than just homing attacking on them. Granted, you can actually unlock the homing attack ability for Classic Sonic in Generations, but that is completely optional. But yeah, Classic Sonic in Generations, it's not like the main thing. Like, when I play Sonic Generations, I'm playing for modern Sonic. But Classic Sonic is definitely a fun alternative. You know, it's very fun. It has the level design. People can say it's safe, but it's fun. You know, and that's the make or break with these boosting Sonic games, because you have to have an alternative gameplay, because having boosting alone will make the game very short. Classic Sonic is very fun to play, and I'd rather play him than the Werehog. The Werehog is the reason why I never completed Sonic Unleashed. But alright, those are my opinions. Those are my reasons why Sonic Generations is the best modern Sonic game. What do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. What is your favorite modern Sonic game, or why you think Sonic Generations is the best modern Sonic game? And also let me know if there's any other thing I missed out. So let me know. But alright, it was fun making this video. I just had to make this because, you know, I got tired of arguing with Premi to Remy or you know, other people on Twitter on Sonic Generations being a masterpiece, which it is. So let me know down in the comments. But alright guys, take care. And until next time, swag out.